One of the great things about many page speed testing tools is that it gives you a waterfall breakdown of how the resources are actually loaded on the page. gtmetrix gives you a brilliant set of information around this. Let's have a look now about how that works and learn a little bit more about it. Let's have a peek. Okay, let's scroll down. We notice right now we're in the History tab. If we want to go to the Waterfall tab and we want to give this URL to somebody else, quick reminder, we can do that. And that'll take us to the Waterfall. Here we are in the Waterfall tab. This is the breakdown of how the page is loaded, how the individual requests are loaded and what's going on. You'll notice straight away there's a different color code in here. Each one of these has a different functionality based on its color, of course. So down at the bottom here, we scroll down, that's doing something quite different than the one up here. And again, this is doing something different again. So this is just a quick intro. Let's have a look at this one at the moment. It's fairly simple. You can see that there's no blocking time here whatsoever. So the server's red hot. Sending time, like little or nothing here again. So very fast again. Then there's a little bit of waiting. There's 100 milliseconds of waiting. And then the receiving takes 726 milliseconds. So as you see that the total over here is 836 for that object to actually load. Let's have a look at this one. You'll notice now some new elements have come in here. We've got a bit more blocking time. We've got a DNS lookup going on here. You can see the color here. And then there's a connection time going on as well for 144 milliseconds. And then the SSL is overlapping, taking 82 milliseconds. So we have what's called a DNS lookup and a SSL processing in here. Then it's going on to the actual waiting for that resource to happen and that whole thing process to happen. And then the actual receiving is negligible. You can't even see it on the color graph, but it's 1 millisecond. And it's loading 327 milliseconds, the whole thing. So that gives you a very brief intro into the waterfall view. In the next module, we're going to talk about DNS lookups and how it's important to reduce them.